Ladies and gentlemen, today we're here to talk about something that impacts more lives than we might imagine: manipulation. It's a powerful force, and often it creeps into our lives in subtle ways, leaving us questioning our choices, doubting our worth, and compromising our happiness. If you've ever felt controlled, pressured, or influenced to act against your own will or values, you're not alone. Today, we're going to explore what manipulation really is, how to recognize it, and most importantly, how to reclaim your power from those who might try to use it against you. Manipulation can be an invisible force. Often, we may not even realize it's happening until we find ourselves feeling trapped or worn down. Manipulators don't always act with obvious malice. Sometimes they come disguised as friends, family members, or even partners who subtly influence us to suit their needs. But once we become aware of it, we have the ability to break free, to assert our independence, and to make choices that honor our true selves. Let's dive into the heart of the matter. Here are some key ways to recognize manipulation and powerful strategies to overcome it. 1. Recognize emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation is when someone uses guilt, fear, or sympathy to control your decisions or actions. It might look like a friend who constantly reminds you of all they've done for you, or a family member who uses guilt to pressure you into doing things their way. Manipulators know how to play on your emotions, making you feel like you owe them or that you'd be a bad person if you didn't give in. When you recognize emotional manipulation, take a step back. Ask yourself, are your actions reflecting your values, or are you coming from a place of guilt or obligation? Realize that you have the right to make choices that align with your happiness and well-being. A relationship that requires manipulation to sustain itself is not one based on mutual respect or trust. 2. Don't let gaslighting make you question reality. Gaslighting is one of the most insidious forms of manipulation, where the manipulator tries to make you doubt your own reality or memory. They may tell you that never happened, or you're imagining things to make you question your own experiences. Over time, gaslighting erodes confidence, leaving you dependent on the manipulator for validation and truth. The first step to overcoming gaslighting is to trust yourself. Your experiences, your memories, your feelings, they're real and they matter. Keep a journal if you need to. Document conversations, and most importantly, hold on to your sense of self. Surround yourself with people who genuinely support you and don't make you doubt your own reality. 3. Learn to identify guilt tripping. Manipulators are experts at making you feel guilty. They might say things like, after everything I've done for you, you can't do this one thing, or I thought you cared about me. Guilt tripping is a tool to make you feel responsible for their happiness or comfort, making it difficult to say no without feeling like you failed them. Remember, you are not responsible for other people's happiness. You have the right to set boundaries, to say no, and to protect your energy. If someone's respect for you depends on you doing everything they want, it's time to reconsider the role they play in your life. 4. Stand strong against passive-aggressive behavior. Passive aggression is another subtle yet effective manipulation tactic. A manipulator may express their displeasure indirectly through silence, sarcasm, or forgetting to include you in important plans. This behavior leaves you feeling confused and hurt, often wondering what you did wrong. Don't fall into the trap of constantly appeasing someone who won't communicate openly. When faced with passive aggression, encourage direct communication. Say something like, if something is bothering you, I'd rather discuss it directly. You deserve relationships where open communication is valued over silent judgment or indirect punishments. 5. Beware of excessive flattery or love bombing. At first glance, excessive praise or adoration might seem harmless, even pleasant. However, when someone showers you with praise, gifts, or attention to an extreme degree, it can sometimes be a manipulation tactic called love bombing. Manipulators use this tactic to get you hooked, making you feel indebted or making it hard for you to see their less favorable behaviors. While flattery and compliments are wonderful in healthy relationships, it's important to be cautious of people who try to win you over quickly with grand gestures. Take your time to get to know people genuinely without feeling pressured to reciprocate affection or trust prematurely. 6. Watch for isolation tactics. A common tactic manipulators use is isolating you from your support system. They may subtly discourage you from spending time with friends or family, or make you feel guilty for enjoying activities outside the relationship. This isolation makes it easier for them to control you without interference from others. Remember, relationships should enhance your life, not limit it. Don't allow anyone to keep you from the people who love and support you. A healthy relationship will respect your need for connection and independence rather than cutting you off from the world. 7. Reclaim your decision-making power. Manipulators often try to influence your choices by framing decisions as urgent or making you feel incapable of choosing for yourself. They might say, "Trust me, I know what's best for you," or "This needs to be done right away," pressuring you to act without fully thinking things through. To reclaim your decision-making power, remember that you have the right to say, "I need time to think about it." Don't let anyone rush you or make you feel inadequate. Take time to consider your options and make choices that genuinely reflect your goals, values, and comfort level. 8. Set boundaries and stick to them. Setting boundaries is one of the most powerful tools against manipulation. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They're about creating a respectful space where you can grow and make decisions freely. A manipulator may react poorly when you set boundaries because it challenges their control. But remember, a boundary is not meant to be pleasing to others, it's meant to protect you. Decide what boundaries feel right for you and communicate them clearly. If someone continues your boundaries, it's a sign that they may not have your best interests at heart. You deserve relationships where your boundaries are valued and respected. 9. Build your inner confidence. Confidence is the greatest shield against manipulation. When you believe in yourself, in your worth, and in your decisions, it becomes much harder for anyone to sway you. Manipulators prey on insecurity, using it as an opening to exploit. By working on your self-confidence, you'll find that their words and tactics lose their power. Spend time focusing on activities that build you up, whether it's personal development, hobbies you're passionate about, or spending time with people who support you. As you strengthen your self-esteem, you become less vulnerable to external influence and manipulation. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, manipulation can be a hidden force, one that can wear down our confidence, our sense of freedom, and our joy. But the moment we recognize it, we gain the power to break free. By identifying the signs, setting firm boundaries, and cultivating self-trust, we can protect ourselves from those who may try to control or use us. Remember, you are in control of your own life. You have the power to make choices that align with your values, to surround yourself with people who respect you, and to live in a way that honors your true self. Stand firm in your boundaries, cherish your self-worth, and walk away from anyone who does not uplift or respect you. Today, I encourage each of you to reflect on your relationships, to evaluate whether they bring positivity and support into your life. Reclaim your personal power, and remember, true relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and freedom. Don't let anyone manipulate you against your will. You are strong, capable, and worthy of love and respect on your own terms. Today, I want to address a topic that touches many lives in profound and often unsettling ways. Are people manipulating you against your will? This is not just a question, it's a call to awareness, empowerment, and transformation. Manipulation can be subtle, insidious, and destructive. It often comes from those we trust, making it all the more difficult to recognize and address. The truth is, we all have moments where we feel our autonomy is compromised, our decisions are swayed, or our actions are influenced by others' agendas. But today, we stand together to reclaim our power and assert our right to live authentically. First, let's acknowledge the reality of manipulation. It can manifest in various forms: emotional, psychological, and even social. It may come from a partner, a friend, a colleague, or even family members. The common thread is the erosion of will and the imposition of another's desires upon your life. Recognizing manipulation is the first step toward liberation. It requires us to be honest with ourselves, to examine our relationships, and to identify patterns of behavior that undermine our autonomy. This can be a difficult and painful process, but it is essential for reclaiming our power. Once we identify manipulation, we must take action. This is where courage comes into play. It takes immense bravery to confront those who manipulate us, to set boundaries, and to assert our independence. But remember, you have the strength within you to do this. You are not alone in this journey. There are countless individuals who have faced similar challenges and emerged stronger and more resilient. In this journey of empowerment, self-awareness is your greatest ally. Reflect on your values, your desires, and your goals. What do you want out of life? What are your non-negotiables? By understanding yourself deeply, you create a solid foundation that is difficult for manipulators to shake. Communication is another powerful tool. Clearly and assertively express your feelings and boundaries. Let others know what is acceptable and what is not. Remember, you have the right to say no, to protect your time, and to prioritize your well-being. It's also crucial to build a support network. Surround yourself with people who respect and uplift you. Seek out those who encourage your growth and celebrate your successes without ulterior motives. In the face of manipulation, a strong support system can provide the validation and strength you need to stand firm. Let's not forget the importance of self-care. Manipulation can take a toll on your mental and emotional health. Make time for activities that nourish your soul, whether it's reading, meditation, exercise, or simply spending time in nature. Self-care reinforces your sense of self-worth and reminds you that you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. To those who feel trapped by manipulation, I say this: you are not powerless. You have the ability to change your circumstances, to reclaim your autonomy, and to live a life that is true to who you are. It may not be easy, and it may not happen overnight, but every step you take towards asserting your independence is a victory. Let us stand together in solidarity, supporting one another in our journeys toward empowerment. Let us create a world where manipulation has no place and where each individual is free to live authentically and fully. Your journey to freedom starts with a single step: acknowledging manipulation exists in your life. This recognition might come with a wave of emotions: anger, sadness, or even relief. Allow yourself to feel these emotions, but don't let them paralyze you. Instead, use them as fuel to propel you forward on your path to self-liberation. Once you recognize manipulation, it's time to set boundaries. This is one of the most challenging yet empowering steps you can take. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about protecting your well-being and ensuring that your needs are met. Be clear and consistent in communicating your boundaries to others. It may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not used to asserting yourself, but with practice, it will become second nature. Educate yourself about manipulation tactics. Knowledge is power, and understanding how manipulators operate can help you identify and counteract their strategies. Read books, attend workshops, or seek guidance from a therapist or coach. Equip yourself with the tools and techniques needed to navigate manipulative situations effectively. Practice assertiveness. This doesn't mean being aggressive or confrontational. It means standing up for yourself in a calm and confident manner. Use I statements to express your feelings and needs. For example, I feel disrespected when you speak to me that way. I need you to speak to me with kindness and respect. Assertiveness is a skill that can be developed over time and will serve you well in all areas of your life. Surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out friends, mentors, and allies who support your growth and empowerment. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy or undermine your confidence. Remember, you deserve to be surrounded by people who uplift and inspire you. Take time to reflect on your progress. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Acknowledge the strides you've made in asserting your independence and reclaiming your power. Keep a journal to document your journey and to remind yourself of your strength and resilience. Develop a mantra or affirmation that resonates with you. Repeat it daily to reinforce your commitment to living authentically and free from manipulation. For example, I am strong, capable, and worthy of respect. I trust myself to make decisions that are in my best interest. Consider seeking professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide valuable support and guidance as you navigate the complexities of manipulation. They can help you build coping strategies, process your emotions, and develop a clear plan for moving forward. Lastly, remember that change takes time. Be patient with yourself as you work to break free from manipulative influences. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way, but each step you take is a step toward greater freedom and empowerment. Ladies and gentlemen, let us stand together in the face of manipulation. Let us support one another in our journeys toward autonomy and self-respect. Let us create a world where each individual is free to live authentically, guided by their own values and desires. Thank you.